Welcome back, guys. If you are here, you just watched the video about buying a brand new car versus buying a used car. But in this one, I'm going to talk about buying or leasing a vehicle and the difference between the two. When you look at buying a car, only about 15% of Canadians pay cash for a brand new car. They take out a loan to get one. And then they pay it back in regular payments. But if you want a brand new car, an alternative to actually buying it is to lease it. And leasing is basically kind of just a fancy word that says that you're going to rent it over a long period of time, and you're going to make payments monthly towards it. And at the end of the term, usually about 3 or 4 years, you will give it back to the car dealer and you can lease a new one or you can buy. It's up to you. One of the things to think about is which one's going to work for you. Buying a car, the payments tend to be a little bit more expensive per month, whereas leasing, they tend to be a little bit cheaper. Let's look at an example and we can see how that might work. Jim would like to either buy or lease a brand new car with a total purchase price of $26,000. He has $3,000 for a down payment. If he buys, he can get a loan for the remaining amount. It would be repaid in 48 months with monthly payments of $576.14. So they've already calculated those monthly payments for us. In how many years will he own the car? So typically when they give car stuff, they talk about how many months it's going to take to pay it. In this case, it says 48 months. So 48 months equals 4 years. So you can just take the number of months and divide it by 12 to find out how many years there are. B, how much will he pay altogether for the car? So in this case, we know he's going to make a $3,000 down payment. And we know that he pays $576.14 per month. So if he does that, 576.14 over 48 months adds up to $27,654.72. And then if we add the 3,000 for the down payment, he ends up paying $30,654.72 altogether. See how much more will he pay than if he paid cash. So if we find the difference of that, what he pays in the payments minus the $26,000, which was the purchase price if he paid cash, we get a difference of $4,654.72. So in terms of purchasing with a loan, it costs much more to actually borrow the money than to just pay for the car with cash. Let's take a look at what happens with a lease. If Jim can lease or rent the car in the above question, he still has a $3,000 down payment. He'll have to pay a refundable security deposit, basically for any sort of damage that might happen to the car. In this case, he's got 48 monthly payments of $324.24. So notice how the monthly payment is a little bit cheaper. But he also pays HST on each monthly payment. So notice that when you purchase the car, the HST is in the purchase price, and then they just figure out the monthly payments for the loan. But in this case, because he's renting, he's going to have to pay the HST on each of those payments. The monthly payments would be more manageable than loan payments, and when the lease is up, Jim can buy the car for $12,000 plus HST. So let's see how much it's going to cost him to actually pay to lease the car for 4 years. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. So he's got a down payment of $3,000. He's got a security deposit of $300. And then he's going to pay all those payments with HST. So let's find out what the total payments are by multiplying in the HST. So times 1.13. Which comes to $366.39. And then he makes 48 payments of those. So we're going to multiply times 48. And so he ends up paying a total for the payments of $86.78. We can add that all together. Our down payment plus our security deposit plus our payments and he ends up paying $20,886.78. That's to lease it for the full 4 years. Part B says if he buys the car when the lease is up, how much will he pay altogether? So when it says when the lease is up, Jim can pay for the car or buy the car for $12,000 plus HST. So let's find out how much it's going to be if he actually buys it. So $12,000 times and add the HST. Is $13,560. And then the total of him purchasing the car at the end and paying for that lease for 4 years ends up being, we're just going to add these up together. The $20,886.78 plus the $13,560. And he ends up paying $34,446.78 if he first leases the car and then decides to buy it at the end. There are people who will end up leasing a car, and then when they take it back at the end of the 3 or 4 years, they'll lease another car because it's not too bad in terms of the monthly payment. They find it easier on their budget. But there are also people who will buy the car out at the end. But just be aware that you tend to be paying a little bit more than if you had just bought the car in the first place. But again, it just really depends on your financial situation and what it is that you intend to do with the car. Okay? Bye, guys.